A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals.
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go.
Ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of distance.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the option. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up 4th down. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Threads it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. There by the defense.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the 1st quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, that's a big run play, and it's not easy to do. Down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work with.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On to the backfield. It's Humphrey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Jones wants to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open.
Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Indiana, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Oh, he drops him. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Parker. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Chandler. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Jones to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
To the air, it's Van Buren. It's complete to the left. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Bryant. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. To give to the big fullback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Catch in the middle. It's Davidson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They start this.
I'm playing from behind. Every possession means so much more, and if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Jones wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Throwing right. He's got it. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Chandler. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Rides the back and leaves it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun. Wants to pass. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They boot it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And the big fella really had nowhere to go. You're trying to catch people off guard by throwing it to him. He was a little bit open, but, man, that closed fast, and he had nowhere to go. No gain on the play.
They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finding an escape route. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphrey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. takes the handoff. It's Hart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the catch. It's Clark. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Makes the grab on the left. He's out of bounds and short. Just short of the line to gain, and it'll be a turnover on downs. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game of offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy.
Delay of game of offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which...
Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jackson going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. There he goes. Defense has it. They're on the move. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Indiana. The defense putting points on the board. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll leave it with him. fighting off the defender. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.